All right, here we go. So, hello everyone. Again, Valerie Priester, Master Business Mindset Coach for female life coaches, helping you go from overwhelmed to profits in your coaching business. My technology is acting up too, right? That's what happens when you're in a rush, when everything's a rush. But we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. So, 4 ways to unblock your earning potential in your coaching business. All right, let's jump right in. Number one, you want to make sure that you are not living out someone else's money story. Now, we all have a money story, and it generally comes from our childhood, right? It comes from the things that we were taught, the things that was said to us during our childhood, right? All of those things play a huge part in our money story and how we developed our beliefs around money and what's possible for us with money and what's possible for us with abundance and wealth. And so one of the ways that you block your earning potential is that you're holding on to that money story that someone else taught you. And naturally, you adopted it as your own, but you haven't taken the time to really, do a deep dive into it and understand, number one, where it came from. And then number two, how you can change that money story. And so you hold on to the same thoughts, the same feelings about money, and it prevents you from really generating the income that you want to generate in your business. It prevents you from doing a lot of things in life because that story is tied to so many things, right? I tell my clients all the time, how you do one thing is how you do all things. And certainly how you handle money, it just filters throughout all of your life, right? Every part of your life, every aspect of your life. And so you want to ask yourself, like, whose money story am I really living? What and really, what is my money story, right? That's one of the things that we're going to talk about and help you to really identify and create a new money story during the 3-day challenge. Because a lot of people don't know what their money story is. They don't even know that they have a money story, right? So we're going to dig deep into that and work on that during the 3-day challenge. So that's number one, living someone else's money story. Number two is holding on to past money grudges and mistakes. Now, this one's big because, we've all done some things that we may not be so proud of, and especially when it comes to money. I mean, I have a story about that as well, right? I remember trying to really grow my coaching business and having the desire to really, have a successful business. And I hired a coach. I think this was my first business coach that I hired, right? I kind of stepped out on a limb, hired a business coach, $5,000 investment, put it on a credit card, hid it from my husband. And, my thoughts were, oh, by the time the, next month's bill come around, I'll have it paid off because, and I don't want to say that I was so a pie in the sky, but I believed that I could generate the income back and be able to pay it off before the billing came due next month, right? And well, that didn't happen. And of course, my husband ended up finding out. And I'm not very proud of that deceitful moment, right? Because we should not be hiding money from our spouses and things that we're doing with money, especially at that level of investment. So there's things like that that you may have done, right? You may have taken out loans or taken out student loans to go to school, and then you end up dropping out of school. There's a lot of things that we could do that we're not proud of. And so when we hold on to those past mistakes, it blocks us from really earning the money that we want to earn now, right? Another one is when we hold on to the grudges, when people borrow money from us and they haven't paid us back, right? And we're holding on to that grudge. We're holding on to the fact that they haven't paid us back. That's all negative energy. That's all negative vibes. And it does not fit with you trying to create the income and the wealth that you're trying to create today. And so all of that can block your earning potential. All right. Number three, oh, this is really a good one. Keeping your head in the sand, right? You got to really focus on your finances, right? So if you want to unblock your earning potential for real, you got to focus on your money. Whatever you focus on grows. And so if you're tracking your money, if you are making sure that you're tracking expenses as well as income, right, then you have a better chance of your income growing because you're focused on that. Now, when you focus on that, don't focus on it from a negative standpoint. Don't focus on it from the standpoint of, I don't see what I want to see in my bank account, right? Because if you focus on that, you're going to create more lack. But focus on and be grateful for the money that is coming in. One of the things that I do, and I also teach my clients to do, is I do track my money every day, what's coming in, right? Track the income, what's coming in. And I do it on my Sacred Money Archetype. I don't know if you can see that. My Sacred Money Archetype tracker, where I'm looking at, okay, here's the money that's coming in. That was, I haven't been faithful in filling it out this month, but see, I'm going to be transparent and honest, but I do track it every day of what's coming into my business because I can stay focused on that, right? And even though like the majority of my income comes in at the last of the month, the end of the month, I still track throughout the month because there's little things that come in throughout the month that still need to be acknowledged and need to have my gratitude around them, right, when they're coming in. And so if you do that, that's going to, again, unblock your earning potential. What you focus on grows, all right? A lot of times, you know, people get stuck on, I don't want to see it. I don't want to open the bills. I don't want to look. I'm kind of, you know, bothered by seeing balances reduce because I'm paying expenses. Well, if you're paying expenses for your business, that's something to be grateful for. You should really be grateful for the fact that you can pay your expenses, right? You got to shift the way you see things, the way you think about it, the way you feel about it, in order for it to really create a shift in your mindset around money, all right? And then the last one is this: not having a vision for your financial future. What's your vision, right? What is it that you really, really want? And you probably heard me talk about this before, because if you don't know what you want, and if you don't have a clear vision for that, then it's almost impossible for you to create that. It's almost impossible for you to manifest that because you don't know what it is. You don't know what it looks like. And so when you don't have a destination and you're taking off on this journey to go somewhere without a destination, you'll end up somewhere, but it may not be where you want, right? So you need to have a financial vision for your business. That will help you to unlock your earning potential, because you need to know what it is that you're striving for. So if it's kind of like, you know, you got to have a goal. You got to have a you got to have a goal. And the goal is, how much do I want to earn this year, right? What is your financial income goal for this year? Where are you trying to reach? What's the target that you're trying to get to? If you don't know it, then you cannot create a plan to get there. And so if you set the goal, then you create the plan to get there, plus you focus on it and you measure it and you break it down into, well, how much is that I need to bring in every day? How much is that I need to bring in every week, every month, in order to reach the yearly goal, right? Sometimes we look at the big picture, just the big picture, and not look at what is it going to take to get to the big picture, right? So when you get the overall goal, the financial goal of what you want to make, break that down, break it down into day, week, month, and see, this is how much I need to actually bring in order to reach my income goal for the year. All right. So those are the 4 things. Let me go back over them real quick. Sorry that I'm rushing, but I do have a meeting in about now, which I need to be on. So number 1, whose money story are you living out, right? Number 2, holding past mistakes and grudges about your money. And number 3, keeping your head in the sand, not really looking at your finances and focusing on your finances. And then number 4, not having a vision, right? When you do these 4 things, you are able to then unlock your earning potential so that you can start earning more money in your coaching business. All right. Got through it. So you guys, I hope that you have an amazing weekend. And if you have not joined and registered for the challenge yet, please do that so that we can talk more about your relationship with money, right? There's a special bonus that I'm giving to all of the people that register for the challenge, right? I'm going to help you really identify your sacred money archetypes so that you know partly what you're challenged with. The other part is so that you know how to use that in order to really generate money in your business, right? And in your life. So knowing what your relationship is to money is half the battle. And when you know that, then you can make some adjustments and some mindset shifts in order to start creating the income that you desire in your business. All right. So join me for the challenge. That's a huge bonus that I'm going to be giving. It's a 3-day challenge. We're going to be hosting that challenge on August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And so now is the time to register for it. I will drop a link here in the comments. Hi, Natasha. Natasha, in the comments for you to go ahead and register, and hope to see you there at the challenge. Hope to learn more about you. All right. You guys have an amazing weekend. We'll see you next week for another Business by Design. Take care.